Welcome, seekers of the truth, to the Magical Services channel. So, today I'm going to do an all signs reading for the city of New York on this day of December 1st, 2025, for the exact hour of 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, this reading is for the collective, the general collective, all signs and all charts. Um, so, with no further ado, let's get into the reading. Now, the angles of the city, the four pillars of the entire chart, would be the ascendant, the descendant, the midheaven, and the IC, Inumkola, or some say Inumkoli, but here it is. The ascendant is in Cancer in house one. So the city steps into the evening with a Cancerian facade, heightened emotional reactivity, instinctive protectiveness, a collective desire to secure, defend, and fortify. Every sign feels this through increased sensitivity, fast intuition, and a demand for emotional truth. And then we have the descendant in Capricorn in house 7. So that talks about partnerships, interactions, and public exchanges becoming strict, serious, and result oriented. No one, no one wants fluff, only alignment, structure, and clarity. And then the midheaven is in Pisces in house 10. So this is where the public mood crystallizes: spiritual tone, mystical ambition, heightened creativity, blurred boundaries, compassion blended with confusion. Expect public spaces, media, and conversations to swing between visionary and chaotic. And then we have the IC in Virgo, and that relates to house 4. And so the city's core vibration, the invisible atmosphere, pushes for strategic improvement, problem solving, accountability, tidying up internal disorder. Behind every emotion tonight is a demand to refine, analyze, and adjust. And then we have the moon in Aries in house 10. So the emotional engine of the city is visible, loud, and action driven. Every sign feels a push to take initiative, stand out, claim space, fight for recognition. It's a fiery, forward thrusting lunar position that intensifies ambition and impatience. This moon squares the Cancer ascendant by sign, so emotional pressure is high. And then we have a stellium in Sagittarius with the Sun, Mercury, and Mars. A four-planet Sagittarian blaze rule two major houses. House 5, Sun, Venus, and Mercury, and House 6, Mars. So in House 5, with House of Creativity, Romance, and Children, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus are there. So creativity, pleasure, risk-taking, and expressive identity are amplified. New York City's collective confidence rises. People want to speak loudly, act boldly, and express their philosophies unfiltered. And then in house 6, the house of health, routines, service, we have Mars. So this pushes hard energy into work, routines, problem solving, conflict management, physical exertion, and expect fiery responses to inefficiency or disrespect. And then we have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in house 9. So a double presence in the house of worldview creates ideological pressure, spiritual questioning, boundary issues around beliefs, information, and truth, a dissolving or restructuring cycle in collective perspective. The midheaven, also in Pisces, electrifies this theme. New York City's public mind tonight is mystical, irritated, idealistic, and overwhelmed all at once. And then we have Pluto and Aquarius in House 7, a massive force reshaping how people relate, negotiate, and seek equality. Pluto demands exposure of buried dynamics, power imbalances addressed, truth over politeness, alliances forged through honesty. No superficial partnerships will survive this transit's tone. And then, of course, we have Uranus in Taurus. Now, at the given time, it will be in House 11. So, communities, networks, and groups experience disruption, sudden shifts, unpredictable invitations or cancellations, radical collective ideas. So, expect surprise messages, unexpected collaborations, or sudden breaks in group energy. And then we have Jupiter retrograde in Cancer in House 1, a major amplifier of the Cancer ascendant. People feel internally inflated emotions, growing instincts, self protective expansion, personal truths swelling underneath the surface. This is big internal movement, not external expression yet. So, quick all signs and all signs quick fire based on angles and houses would go as this: Aries, your ambition spikes. Spotlight finds you whether you ask or not. Claim the moment without burning bridges. Taurus, unfinished tasks and obligations push for closure. Tonight demands internal cleanup before external progress. Gemini, your public voice carries force. Say what needs to be said, but back it up with facts. Cancer, your ascendant energy is amplified by Jupiter. Instincts are king. Trust your internal radar completely. Leo, partnership power dynamics surface. Lead, but listen for the hidden truth in the room. Virgo, your IC is activated. Refine, reorganize, realign. Tonight rewards efficiency and penalizes hesitation. Libra, creative tension is high. Relationships need firmer boundaries to stay balanced. Scorpio, your emotional field is sharp and accurate. Act on what you sense. Don't wait for confirmation. Sagittarius, your fifth and sixth houses ignite. Expression and discipline merge. Productive fire and visible passion equal breakthrough results. Capricorn, descendant spotlight. Every interaction tonight becomes a test of structure. Stay direct, stay grounded, stay unshaken. Aquarius, Pluto demands honesty in all alliances. Say the thing no one else has the courage to say. Pisces, midheaven flare. Your intuition is publicly heightened. Your presence becomes magnetic without trying. So, this New York City evening chart is a four corner activation reading. Cancer rising, emotional instinct drives everything. Pisces midheaven, spiritualized public mood. Aries moon in 10th house, visible ambition and reactive expression. Virgo IC, internal pressure to improve and refine. Every sign is pulled into a fusion of emotion and intuition and action and ambition. This is a night of decisive moves, bold expression, and high emotional visibility. So, New York City, that's what I have for you all tonight. If you enjoyed this video in any way, please do like this video and or share and or comment this video and or subscribe to this channel, our channel, so you get first dibs on future uploads. And as always, I do personal divination readings for folks with geomancy and or tarot. And I also do personal astrology charts. And personal astrology charts are awesome for everything. I always say it because they truly are. They stand the test of time for everything. Um, they could be used for synastry, for to see check compatibility between you and a significant other. They could be used for composite readings. They could be used if you have a special appointment coming up and you want to know what the stars are going to be acting like at that specific exact time. So it's very, very flexible. Astrology personal charts can be. So if that's something that interests you, contact me. And I also do spell work for folks. So if those are things that you feel would be useful in your life, please do contact me and we'll make that happen as soon as possible. Um, Once again, thanks very much for your time. I appreciate you being here very much. And until the next time, blessings.